Well, hello, how's everyone doing? It's been a minute, quite a minute. Well, not that long, but kind of. Anyway, um, I got help. I'm so happy. I got help. Um, my nephew, my second oldest nephew, has been here at our home for about 2 weeks, if not 2 weeks. And he has been magnificent. Um, he came and there was a lot of weight and stress off of me. And he's been helping, and that also motivated Mom to get up and move around and start to move around more. She's sitting in the living room. She wasn't before. I'm hot and cold. Forgive me with my robe I have on, but I'm hot. I'm a hot cold person, so one minute I have it on like this, next minute I gotta. Next minute one minute I try to take it off like this so get some air. The next minute I'm snuggled up in it because I'm a hot and cold person. But anyway, my nephew he'll be 25 in December. I'm so grateful and honored. I'm doggone me near speechless to have him here because I'm so grateful that he's here. For more than one reason. He has been through a lot in his 25 years of living. He's my only other living sister. He's her oldest son. But I'll tell you about that. I'll let him tell you about that. Or either I'll write a book about it with changing the name just to kind of. But yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm like I said, as I said, all my energy is going to my mother. I don't have time for anything else. Any kind of foolishness, any kind of issues that you may have, any kind of drama. I'm going to do something about it. I'm very spiritual. But I'm going to do something about it. But I don't have to, I'm not dealing with that right now. But he's here and he's motivating Mom. And Mom saw him walk through the door and has been asking about where is he at? Have you talked to him? What's going on? You know, is he okay? You know, things like that. So for him to us to be talking about in 1 minute, then that night he's knocking on the door, and of course we didn't know who it was until when we being in the house. We weren't as anxious to open the door, but I said it might be thinking that it was his mom. I opened the door because I know how she is about coming over and what time she comes over and all, everything like that. So I opened the door and I see him was a surprise, a relief, and a shock. He's coming over this time of night. I'm like, where did you come from? He said, Auntie, I walked over here from one place to another. But this is the home he grew up in. This is the home he came from. This is the home he came to when he came home from the hospital with his mom. His mom lived with us, or lived in the home when she was pregnant, and she came back to the home after she gave birth to him. So, and he grew up in this home from a newborn to 5 years old. After 5 years old, he and his mom moved out, and he's back now. So, well, I go and tell it because it's a testament in it. He's a young man that has done time in prison. So and the issue about my hair, yeah, I twisted my hair, but when I go out, I gotta do it all up and things like that. my honey says that I'm only supposed to end the tradition, African tradition that I'm getting used to, getting more involved in, that I'm comfortable with, that, has pulled me towards it, and that I love the Orishas, the Orisha tradition, the Orisha tradition. You find out who you are, and you find out your date of birth and everything like that, the specific date day you were born on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day you were born on, that day, that's when you do with your hair. I'm not doing anything to it anymore other than, twisting it, but I'm not going out the house like this. So when it's time to go out, I'll do some kind of little design, I'll put it up, whatever, I'm going out. But my nephew, he's here. He has been in and out of prison, in and out of the jail, juvenile, prison, his whole teen. Well, half of his teen, half of his adult life. So, and the issues behind that are, it wasn't all his fault. And no, I'm not saying that because I'm his aunt and I'm taking up for him and all that, blah, 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 but I know the story. But he's back and he's like, Auntie, I'll be 25. It's time for me to have. I need to have this and have that and have this and have that. So I can get a job. I can get a legal job because I need to take care of this. And I'm tired of living my life how I was living, and, my last straw. And everybody needs a testimony. So don't get up here and, test and talk and judge or whatever, because you some skeletons in some cemeteries you have in your backyard too. Your family has a whole bunch of skeletons, and there's some demons and bad witches going on with you. So don't come. But anyway, yeah, he was just like, I need to get things on the straight and narrow, and I don't need to be like that's the last straw. Was he got shot in the leg, and it fractured, the bullet fractured his or broke his left leg bone, hip bone. And ironically, when I got hit by a car, my hip bone got injured. And then I equate that to, or I think about the book of Genesis in the Bible, where Esau's name was changed from Isaac's name was changed to Esau and Jacob. Or Jacob, I think it is. Yeah, Jacob. Is it Jacob? I haven't read the Bible in so long. Is it Jacob? But anyway, when Jacob was in the bushes, or by the bushes. Anyway, he had to fight. Remember when he had to fight in the bushes? And he fought the spirit. And turns out the spirit was God, and the spirit broke his left hip, and said that you are the chosen one, or you are God. You fought God and you won. So yeah, that's, my baby's a survivor. I survived. I'm 40 now. They tried to, well, I could have been out or been dead at 4 years old, but I'm 41 now. And numerology wise, 4 1 equals 5, and so it's the season of time or of change. And 42 is coming up in 2 months, January 15th. So 4-6 numerology wise is, I gotta go back to my numerology and do that. But he's here, he's helping, he's my mother. She needed, she wanted to have some more when it was just she and I at the home. She was like, I don't, she was kind of hesitant about getting up out the bed and moving around and things like that because it was just she and I at the home. So for my nephew, her grandson, to be here, it motivates her to get up and move. And she's actually, yesterday she went for her first car ride in she hasn't been for a car ride since last year, this time. I think around this time. No. The last car ride she went to is when she went to the hospital on February 27th, when she was admitted into the hospital. So, we went for a car ride and she said, I'm never going this far no more because this is too long of a ride. It was in the city. We would get something to eat at the fast food restaurant, which she wanted. But she said the car ride was too long. It was too far away. But he's helping. He's doing with him getting out of, well, he's been out of prison for a whole year. And I'm so excited, so happy because they're saying so many times that, and I come from a family of law enforcement, so, you know, they'll be gone for a minute, then they'll come back, and it could be a repeated crime, or they come back, they repeat the same crimes and come back. He's been out for a year. My baby has been out of prison for a year, and he's like, Annie, I'm not going back. I'm tired. They don't treat you well. You don't eat the same foods. Your skin, your health, everything suffers. Your mentality, everything suffers. So he's on the straight. He's doing what he needs to do to stay out of prison or out of the system. They have him on probation until 32. But I'm speaking that that's going to change. And as far as he being back, and it's from me looking at it as an outsider, and me, some women, some people like, you don't know how to do nothing, and you doing this and pick this up, and honey, I got help around the house. I don't care. He's a clean young man. He's very respectable. He cleans. He helps out when he can. But he has his childhood, his growing up, his being in prison, he has a whole bunch of mental issues he's dealing with, and instead of nagging at him, first of all, mom is still in recovery, and she's just so happy to have help, and she's going through, I'll get to her in a minute, but that's one thing about these young men, or these men in general, coming out of the prison system into the real world, the free world, as they would call it. You have to have patience, tolerance, and time. No, it's not that you're letting them run over you or they're doing what they want to do, but they have to adjust back to being free and to having these abilities, or this freedom to do these certain things. So they may not know how to wash dishes the right way, or make a bed, or what to put on food, or I'm just talking about things in general that I see to my nephew, or listening, which he does that quite well. But you might tell him to do something, and then he'll do it, and then he'll quickly walk away or run away because he in his mind he needs to do something else or whatever, or his mind is going somewhere else. You have to learn, or you have to be ready yourself to deal with that kind of thing and not fuss and argue and belittle and degrade this person, be it man or woman, coming out of the system back home. You can't do that because they need time to adjust. It's going to take time. My nephew did 5 years straight. When he went to prison this last time, he went from one prison, and you know how they, you might be up to go to another prison, and they might ship you around from here to here. So yeah, he was in one prison for one moment, and they said, you're up to go to, we're going to take you out of this prison and take you on to another one. So they took him on a bus ride to a prison far away. It was still in the state, but far away from his hometown. So he has quite an adjustment to get back to. And I'm an herbalist. I love my herbs. I have some herbal tea in there now. I need to drink. This changing weather, I hate it. I rarely get sick, and we not calling it is that other thing, because it's not that other thing. It's a change in the weather. If you listen to your body, like I listen to my body, you'll know the signs and what to check for. No one in this house is sick but me, and no one else in this house is going to be under the weather but me. Yes, I have been around everyone. I know what's wrong with me. So all that, and you have to, life and death are in the power of your tongue. What you speak out of your mouth and what you believe in your mind, that's what will be. So I know I have studied this. I had to study this. I had to study almost everything because I am who I am. The strikes or the issues that I have for me being in America, a woman. I'm a woman. I'm black. I'm disabled. I have a challenge. I got hit by a car at the age of 4. I've always been judged. Always. No one thought I could do anything. Just the doctors were one thing and the nurses were another thing, but people in general, because you're not like they are, because they haven't been with you, they haven't seen you, they don't know you like that, they judge you by just looking at you. So all through school, the counselors, the teachers, the children, it was judgment. So I know one of the things I had to learn is about my health. And so I know about my health and how to take care of myself and what to do and what to listen for, how to check my heart, how to do this, how to respond to my organs, everything like that. What to do when I need to get somewhere and sit down somewhere. I know those things. So when it comes to this change in the weather of my body issues or whatever, I know when it's time to get some tea. Some tea will fix that right there. These ingredients, this herb will fix that right there. This can deal with that right there. I don't go to the hospital a lot unless I really, really have to. That being said, my hip needs to be replaced. I'm gonna get my hip replaced. If it's something like it gotta be something real, real urgent for me to go to the hospital. As long as you keep your immune system built up. I'm not calling out or saying anybody can take my advice and don't and that I know this and that, but I know my body. I know who I am. I know how to take care of myself. Don't let fear overtake you. Don't let opinion cause you to fear. Don't let fear and opinion opinion and fear rule your life. You rule your life. What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish in life? Why do you keep on waking up every morning? Stop living in fear. So he's here with me being an herbalist. I have all kind of herbs and oils and soaps and everything in my and loofah sponges in my bathroom. So when I take a bath or when I have a certain soap I want to use or whatever, and my baby he needs to have his skin repaired, his body repaired, everything. I'm not going to go in there and fuss at him about that and don't use this and that this is mine. No. You use it, honey. Use it. Take care of your skin. If I run out, I know where to go get some more from. I know how to make some more. Use that. That's yours. Be my guest. Use it. He's very respectful with it. And he sees his auntie is doing well, is doing fine, is taking care of herself after, 5 years of being away and not seeing his aunt. So whatever he needs to do, whatever he uses around the house, he uses it. And I don't mind. In my bathroom, he uses it to take care of his skin, his oral health, his skin health. He uses. He's a man. He's not a sissy. He's not gay. But he likes to use those oils and soaps and shampoos. So, yeah, have at it. Go ahead and use it. I can buy some more. We're trying to get your health out of control. And, when he needs me to take him to get these documents and that documents and those documents, yeah, let's go for that ride. Let's do that. He wants to go to CDL school. The mailman that was just by here this weekend, said that even with his background of being in prison, he can have a job as he might be qualified to get a job working for the post office. They need you. They're short-handed at this point. They need anybody who wants to work, they can work. So he's doing that. What else? What else is going on? What else is going on? Oh man, there's so much going on. I can't think about it or talk or say as much because I don't know. But I've been wanting to make a video for so long to let you all know exactly where I am along my journey. What else is going? Okay, Mom is coming out of her room. She's okay. This is the seasonal time. The season. We're in the season of birthdays. My older sister's birthday month had just passed September. Her birthday was September 14th. Now we're passing my youngest sister's son's favorite holiday. Our favorite day one of his favorite days is Halloween. He's 13 now. Yeah, he's 13. So since he was a baby and can learn how to talk Halloween. Yeah, so and she hasn't seen him in 3 or 4 years. Cause his dad's I gotta direct my energy the right way, so I'm not gonna touch that right there. We haven't seen him in 3 or 4 years. Then the holiday season is coming up. Then we get to death dates and birth dates and all that kind of stuff. So mom she's that's making her have signs, but she knows that she'll check herself and be like, that don't make no sense. Why did I just say that? Help me. Tell me I'm not going crazy. But I'm called other people's names. I was actually, I had the police called on me 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it's been so much going on, as I said, because she thought that I was my oldest sister. Let me show you a picture of my oldest sister. This is my oldest sister. She swore, she, in her mind, I was my oldest sister. And so she called the police on me. Someone, a neighbor, I guess, visitors are over. But she thought that in her mind, first of all, she misses her babies. She misses her children, how I used to be. I talked about that in other videos that I have done. But she misses her children so much, and she wish it was like it was before all this happened. And she dreads losing her children. She thought I was her child in a sense. And she even said the police had asked her, Miss Smith, do you see is your child's spirit inside of your other child? Do you see your child's spirit in your other child? And she was like, kinda. But then another thing she asked me even, Yolanda, why did you let Ilamandra's spirit take over your body like that? So, it's been, the police came out. They stayed for like 1-2 hours to try to get it right. I kept going in and out the house, whatever. I even showed her a picture of my sister, not this one. I showed her a picture of my sister, my ID, and the second book that I've written with my full face on it. Well, it was me laying in the hospital bed. Go to Amazon or type up My Mom Is Calling. But go to Letting Go and Loving Her Truth on Facebook. And just go down. My book is called The Breath in Her. No. Is it called A Breath in Her? Yeah, it's called A Breath in Her. Breathe Through. And so I showed her that book, my ID, and my sister's picture. She still didn't think I was that. She still thought I was my sister. The police showed her the same thing. She still thought I was my sister. I went in and out talking to the other police, came back. Oh, well, where you been? Then I was myself. So, it's been a lot going on. My mom is calling. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later. This is my new journey. Quite an adjustment. I can't cry. There's no room for crying because it's not going to change. I cannot rule and control anyone else's life. All I can control is my own. This is my new journey. Bye-bye.